You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts J-Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back, and some of you for the first time, to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm J-Hove.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy's in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What it do?
Happy Black History Month, Weezy.
Always.
For sure.
Always. Fist up, baby.
Whoa.
Okay.
I
can't say that.
30 seconds in. Happy Black History Month, for sure. How's everybody's week, man?
My week's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Weather's still on shuffle out here.
Yeah,
no.
It's on shuffle for sure.
Yeah, all 4 seasons in 1 week.
Yeah, most definitely. We had a lot of commentary about our debate, Mark Hill Fultz.
Yeah.
And yeah, for sure.
I was called me. He called me and said, "Was I straight?"
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, for sure.
It got a little heated in there.
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah, not for sure. It's good. It's good commentary. It's good podcasting.
Yeah.
Just an opinion. Somebody's gonna be wrong, though.
Yeah, you were.
No, I'm saying somebody will be wrong in the future.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Damn.
Round 2.
Yeah, I was trying to get it
The
back.
camera's always on, Jeff.
Fight!
Yeah. What we got up on the show today, Weezy?
Today we're breaking down the AAF, American Alliance Football
That's right.
League.
We try to do it. Weezy, what we got up on the show today?
Breaking down, we are breaking down the new football league, the AFL, FSP style.
What's the money?
Always FSP style.
You better damn know. You better damn believe it. The Alliance of American Football.
Yeah,
most definitely.
I don't like that name, by the way.
That's trash. They should have started from scratch with that one.
Way too long.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But we'll get used to it, you know.
Yeah, hopefully.
Just like we got used to Kristaps Porzingis, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
James Harden.
Yeah.
What?
No.
That's a Sean White. That's a Sean White.
That ain't really what we was doing.
I know. Y'all talking about names. I know what y'all talking about.
What's your best of the week, Weezy?
Now, my best of the week is Isaiah Thomas back, man.
For sure.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my best of the
That's
week.
my guy.
Yeah.
That's your guy.
For sure.
I'm happy to see him play.
That slow grind.
I'm tired of seeing him slow grind. I want to see him play. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of seeing him slow
The slow
grind.
grind, for sure.
Yeah, I followed him for a long time. I'm tired of it.
That's my guy, so yeah.
Keep him out of everybody else's IG comments.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
He heavy
Social
on
media.
IG.
He got some time, man. He got some time. He back hooping. Shout out to my guy,
Yeah,
IT.
man.
What's your best of the week?
Cap.
Cap.
Shout
out to Cap.
You know,
Yeah,
people having to shut down their stores in Colorado for not selling Nike because of him.
sure. What a dumbass.
Yeah. I give it to the guy though. Pause. He went down guns blazing.
20 years of great service
Yeah.
goes down the drain because you don't want to sell Nike anymore.
Yeah.
Off a dude that doesn't have anything to do with politics.
Hey, but that's all he stuck with. He was like, "Man, I just feel like I love my flag more than I love somebody protesting my flag." And everybody was like, "But that's not. You know what?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Cap, man. You know, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Cap.
Shout out to everything about Cap. He showed it the right way.
Yeah.
Showed Steve Harvey the right way. Get money without selling out.
Oh, Steve.
Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Most definitely.
He almost got Monique to do it.
He let the hood down. Steve Harvey let the hood down. For sure.
Steve.
My best of the week is very similar to Eric Reed signing a deal with the Panthers. 3-year, $22 million. For sure. Average salary, top 10 safeties in the league range from $7 to $13 million. He'll make right around 7.3. So
Yeah, shout out to him.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Eric Reed. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick. Yeah. Most definitely. Worst of the week, Weezy. What you got?
Yeah, I'm hot at him. The rest of the week is I'm hot at Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
I'm hot at him.
All right. Talk to me. Talk to me.
He wanted $20 million to play in this league.
You know what that was, right?
I don't know what it was. Tell me before I say something.
But here's what I think happened. Because all this stuff happened in the same week.
Right.
He knew that announcement was coming. And he knew they couldn't match that number.
Mm-hmm.
So that settlement he got, he just basically told us what the settlement was. Some upwards of what he asked him to play football for each year is what he's getting.
Sure.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That's my case.
You see what I'm saying? He knew that league can't give him that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, so now y'all want to know what I'm getting? Something like this.
So Cap play football again? So
I don't think so.
If I was him, I wouldn't play. It's 3 years out of the game.
yeah, for sure. I wouldn't.
At quarterback.
I wouldn't play. I would just go and do
Not
stuff.
if you get him. If you say what
Speaking
you say,
engagements.
Yeah.
Speaking engagements. Yeah.
Come on, man. His name now is worth more than his name ever was on the back of a jersey.
Get African American hero now for real.
For real.
He
Like,
was always on.
always on, man. That was
poignant. What's your worst of the week?
Hey, you already mentioned it. Oh, Steve, man. Steve, it's been a rough week for people just saying stuff.
Oh, Black History Month.
Yeah, Black History Month has been Steve, we got Floyd out here being Floyd.
I don't pay attention to him no more. For real.
Floyd just being Floyd. Dapper Dan.
Dan
Dan
did all that in the 80s and 90s to stand up for us.
Yeah.
And that Gucci done gave him his own store. He like, listen, I'm making my money. We got to find a way.
we gotta
fix
keep this
this. Because everybody's rocking Gucci for sure.
They'll bounce back with the Gucci. You think they'll bounce back with the
Yeah,
Gucci?
no, for sure. Yeah,
got
everybody. Tommy Hilfiger bounced back. Nautica bounced back.
Tommy was never
I don't think
he said that.
That's true. I'm just saying. Only thing that didn't bounce back was Chris Style.
Yeah, Chris
Chris
Style knew better. They knew they said it.
That ain't coming back.
Nah, for sure. My worst of the week is Papa John Schnatter, dude. He's now a Kentucky fan. He was written out of the school's history books after being a booster of $40 million. He's on the. They named the actual football stadium Papa John Cardinal Stadium.
Right.
And he was stripped of the Louisville Board of Trustee title that he owned in 2018 after he was on a conference call saying the N-word, of course. Let's fast forward to 2019. He was behind the Kentucky bench in all blue, rooting for the Kentucky Wildcats. Yeah, man. So,
a lot of money.
Allocating that money somewhere else.
Yeah.
All Kentucky blue. He was Kentucky blue on these.
Blue on the
That's what Papa John said. Still fucking with the piece for sure. My bad.
I am.
Yeah, am I selling
Papa
out?
John's cold.
I ain't had a Papa John since then.
Your
crib.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
That was last time I Papa John.
Really?
Why, you still hustling?
Of course.
Slim Hustle's fire.
Yeah, you know.
Slim Hustle's salad.
Domino.
I mean, I can't order Slim. It's Domino's, definitely. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown, Spike Lou, and M Extra each and every Wednesday. This week's episode is the most anticipated albums of 2019.
Sure.
I got one for the list.
Rick Ross. You know,
Yeah.
Teflon Don too.
Yeah. That's Port of Miami too.
Port of Miami too.
Yeah.
Port of Miami too.
Yeah.
What else?
For me, it's Big Sean.
Big Sean. That's my guy. Yeah.
Not bad, Dad.
I'm looking for that Wale.
I'm looking for a Wale album.
Yeah.
I ain't looking for that. I got to put me on that if it's bank. I ain't looking for that.
I know. We know.
I got a conversation after we record this show about Wale's mixtape. I'll talk to you about that.
Ooh.
Jay Wale fan, man.
Never trust my guy.
They fight for Wale.
Yeah. He needs people to fight for him.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
He changed the game, dude.
His discography is not well respected like it should.
He changed the game, he said.
Sure.
I'm gonna tell
Fashion and everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him Brown on you see change the game. He ain't changed the game.
Tell him to brand on me, folks. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Jay? What you gonna do, man?
Lou out there on vacation.
Vacay Lou.
Yeah, Vacay Lou.
Vacay Lou. Gucci Lou. Shout out to my guy.
Yeah,
Sunbathing, baby. That's my guy. Shout out to Gucci Lou. Everybody ain't able, baby.
Everybody ain't
able. Come back with that tan, blue black tan, baby. The Ladies Room Podcast, man. Check out Rizzo and Anne Marie to find out what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. You can catch up on past episodes and follow the Ladies Room Podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Most definitely, man. Freshman Dumps, me and my dog Animal Brown. It's a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You can catch our latest issue. Issue number 40 is up right now, directly for the culture. Follow the show IG page at Fresh for Dummies and simply search Fresh for Dummies on all your social media. Wear your kicks. Cop responsible.
And you can read up on your favorite FSP co-hosts. Purchase your FSP merchandise and catch up on past episodes from the shows we just mentioned and much, much more. How do you do that, you ask Weezy? Just simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. RMG,
most definitely. Jeff, you got Tinker Wrestling segment.
It's been a week.
Let's hit the button.
All right, man. So Jimmy Uso, brother of Jay Uso and husband of former women's champ Naomi, was arrested in Detroit this week for hopping out the whip and squaring up on the police after his wife was pulled over for driving the wrong way on a one-way. Now, I don't have it here to show you guys, but that mugshot, epic.
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 You know,
James Brown, epic.
Not James Brown, epic.
Okay.
But rough. You tell he had a rough night.
He had a rough night.
He had a rough
He
night.
squared up with the police.
How about the car squared up?
Did he know wrestling fake?
Nah, he went all the foolishness. He had a rough 2017 and 18. Like, he got a problem, I think. Like, he slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to happier news.
All right.
Undertaker has been booked to appear at the wrestling convention StarCast. It's not a big deal, right, Weezy? Why am I mentioning that? Plot twist. StarCast is on the same weekend as AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view, which sold out in 4 minutes. Still not that big of a deal, right? Both events take place in Las Vegas on Memorial Day weekend. Taker's WWE contract expires in February. Plot thickens.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick. This Sunday is the WWE Elimination Chamber. What does that mean?
Who you got?
Who you got? All right, real quick. Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. Who you
Finn. Give me Finn.
got? Okay, got me.
I'm going Bobby.
Got Bobby. All right. Then for the newly crowned Women's Tag Team Championship, this is the first time ever, got the Iconics versus Fire and Desire. I don't even know what that is. Versus the Riot Squad, versus Fabulous Glow, versus Boss and Hood Connection, that's Sasha Banks and Bayley, versus Nia Jax and Tamina. Who you got?
Shit. Too many names right there.
I'm going
Sasha Banks in there. I'm going with Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
I'm going to find Desire.
Okay. I'm gonna look it up for you. I have no clue who that is.
Me?
But I'm going with Sasha Banks, Boss and Hood Connection. All right, last one. For the WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles versus Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy in the Elimination Chamber. Who you got?
They ain't going to let Kofi Kingston.
Daniel Bryan.
Kofi Kingston looking good right now.
Is it?
Oh no.
Give me Daniel Bryan.
D. Bryan is the champ.
He already the champ.
Yeah, he coming in as the champ.
Yeah.
Give me AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. I want to say Kofi, but I got Daniel Bryan. And that's who you got.
Yeah, and that is another 10 good wrestling segments. Yeah.
Went a little long. That's my man.
A lot. A big week. Yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't a slow week. For sure. In case you missed it, Weezy, I got you. This is sad right here. An arrest warrant has been issued for the Nebraska starting running back, Maurice Washington, in California. Washington is facing those charges in his home state of California in connection to a video that he allegedly kept a 15-year-old female victim videotape being sexually assaulted by 2 18-year-old kids. Now, Washington himself said he is not involved in the video, or did he film it. Washington, former 4-star recruit, signed with the Huskers in 2018 and is not yet in custody. Fellas, even the young fellas, just chill with the videotaping until you get to a point where it's your situation, where it's your wife or your significant other. And if you also have that significant other in your life, you get mad at her.
Yeah.
No revenge porn can happen.
No revenge.
Relax with the revenge.
Yeah.
Just keep it for yourself.
Yeah.
Put it in the vault.
Oh, yeah.
Go back and look at it and have a good time with it.
Thank you.
But in turn,
Thank you, Jay.
yeah, for sure.
They need that.
They need for real, man.
Yeah,
No, for sure. Just keep it for yourself.
Yeah, I been up a whole topic revenge porn, dude.
No, for sure. That's for real.
You go to jail for that.
Nah, for real.
No, I know you do.
Yeah,
Nah, for real.
I ain't playing.
Nah,
Just because
for
you
real.
mad.
Just because you mad. She moved on, dog. Chill with the revenge.
You got
porn.
memories, bro. Check it out every now and
Yeah,
then.
just check it out and be like, hey, I did that.
I was there.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
it's
sure.
cool.
The lights was on.
Yeah, the lights was on.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
Stand up, man.
Sheesh.
Tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. What up, cameraman? What you doing, man? You quiet today. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
to watch out with the revenge.
Man, for real.
No, just be a man.
Stop
Be a
all
man.
that, man.
Yeah, be a man, for sure.
Tired of turning on my Twitter and seeing some random.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The revolution will be podcast, most definitely. And before we start the first half, Weezy, do you have a yellow box of Cheerios award recipient
I
for
do.
the listeners? Let me
The
hear.
yellow box this week belongs to Fox News anchor Pete Hegseth.
For sure, there we go.
Pete Hegseth.
There it is. Shout out to Pete. Fox and Friends personality Pete Hegseth said he hasn't washed his hands in 10 years.
Pete.
That place.
Not 10 days, not 10 minutes, not even 10 days. No.
Pete.
Not even 10 months.
What we doing right now?
10
man?
years.
10 days.
That's
the news.
And he said, and I quote, germs are not a real thing. I can't
Oh,
see them,
Pete.
so therefore they are not real. Just because you can't see something, Pete, with your naked eye, doesn't mean...
So does he take
it doesn't
shots?
exist. So he didn't wash his hands.
So he wanted people to believe the earth is flat.
He's definitely a flat earther.
Come on, man. Something called a microscope. You know that? That's microbiologists in the world today. What do you think they do every day?
Take the skin off, just look all at that right
Come
there.
on,
Look all
Pete.
you got going on right there.
So I say this again. There's 2 PSAs in the intro.
Yeah.
Don't shake these people's hand, dog.
Yeah, a lot of fist bumps.
The best invention in the last 15 years is the fist bump.
Yeah.
Oh, the fist bump is
Yeah,
legendary.
get you out of a lot of situations.
Ooh, shaking hands. Well, I'm a fist bumping fool. Come on, Pete.
Keeping that awkward handshake too. People want to give you that.
Or the
think
weak
you're
ass,
cool.
soft ass handshake. Ain't nothing worse than that soft ass handshake.
Oh, yeah.
You a man, chill.
Grown ass man, bro.
Now you been sneezing, bro.
I wash my hands.
When?
You just saw me go to the bathroom wash my hands.
Did you see? Anybody see? Camera see that?
Really?
Yeah. Let's get started first.
I don't know. No, I got a snack this week. I got a snack.
You got snacks?
I got a snack. Man, I'm trying to try this snack. I tried this snack this week, man. You might like it. It's smart food too.
Smart food.
Smart food.
Okay.
What I said.
Okay.
Got my snack this week.
Okay.
Try this snack.
So we have caramel and cheddar mix that Weezy brought.
It don't sound good.
Now, hey, listen to me, Jeff. Get you some of these.
Okay.
One time.
Okay. All right.
Your help
Caramel.
You go
Can
punch
you
your
make
head
a
first.
cup? Nah, hell no, not those cups. Give me a napkin.
Here, man.
Nah.
Don't pour it in your hands, dog.
No, just give me a napkin.
my
Just give me a
God.
napkin. Give me a napkin. Yeah. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Let's try to eat. Tell you what you want.
I got it. I do it. I'm man. Ooh, okay.
You get no fun.
A good.
Alright. I'm saying Publix, late night Publix, it worked out for me, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I'm trying to tell you, man.
terrible podcast we doing right
Yeah,
now.
terrible.
It's all good.
Y'all ready to get started first half?
Let's go.
The first half is underway.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast, episode 258. I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What you do?
Weezy, where can they find you at on social media, brother?
FSP_Weezy on IG. I'm at Weezy on Twitter.
Most definitely. Jeff, where can they find you?
Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Most definitely. And I am J Hove, Instagram, Twitter, same black channel, same black man. I'm going to keep it like that. Yeah.
Ask somebody.
That's
Yeah,
all.
sure. Yeah, 2019.
He said he was doing it.
Late 2019.
Late.
For sure.
I gotta come
Late
back later.
2019. Come back
I'll
later.
circle back around
Come back
later.
later.
2020.
Yeah, sure. FSP_cameraman on Instagram. Getting that together on Twitter.
Yeah.
Anything else you want me to tell them, cameraman? All right. NBA. Hey, well, can we get a picture this week, dog? Hey, man. No, for real, bro. For real, man. Stop playing.
He
this shit.
be in the Insta stories though.
Yeah. I had to cut that out last week.
I don't mean it like that. I mean like
I'm just saying,
he
I'm just
posted
saying,
Insta stories.
I cut it.
I saw that. I saw that. I didn't know why you did
Yeah,
that.
sure.
You know.
NBA, you know what I'm saying? NBA All-Star Weekend takes place this weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina, from February the 15th to February the 17th. And the 2019 NBA Slam Dunk Contest will headline day 2 of the festivities as it caps its All-Star Saturday night. First order of business was the celebrity game. In what was arguably the most entertaining celebrity basketball game I've seen almost ever, besides Rock and Jock.
Besides Rockin' John.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Team North Carolina won 82-80. Yeah, Famous Los was the MVP. Quavo had 27 points, and you know what Quavo had.
Quavo.
Yeah, for sure. Who disappointed you in that? I'm going to tell you who disappointed me.
Talk to me.
Terrence J.
Terrence J.
Terrence J.
I didn't want to take him.
He's a poor excuse of a man.
Oh my
To see him out there playing basketball. And like growing up, he's from North Carolina.
True.
I mean, growing up as an African American, he can't do nothing. Like he can't dribble. Like pre-Achilles, I'd have had 18 points in that game. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, right? Easy. What's
Ray
up?
Allen like he get a 10-day contract.
Ray Allen's still in good shape.
Yeah. I was like, dang, Ray Allen. Like, you sure you done? Like,
Ray
a lot of the former basketball
Yeah.
players, like, he done.
Yeah.
Like, Ray, like, he still, I need me, just let me know. You know what I mean?
You can tell Quavo prepared for that.
Yeah.
He had
Quavo
shoes.
takes it serious.
He takes it very serious. JB Smooth had every accessory. He blew a bag in the VC store. He spent $30,000 in VC
every week, every year.
Terrence J is too.
Yeah.
And he needs to retire.
Yeah.
Bring back Kevin Hart.
Quavo versus Kevin Hart for the MVP.
Let's do it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
What
Quavo does take
about the
serious,
hometown hero? How you do?
James Shaw
Yeah.
got his ass finished.
Yeah.
Jay Williams finished him.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah, for sure. And he tried to dunk.
He missed it.
And he airballed in the layup line.
Yeah.
It was rough for James Shaw.
He tried to. What happened on the dunk?
He tried to dunk. He missed it.
Yeah.
Lost the ball. Shout out to James Shaw.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, he names for the show. We gotta get James Shaw on the show. Say he'll do the show. Do that. Yeah. What do you think about that, cameraman? We can get him on here. Talk about this. Yeah.
He's up and coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move right along to the Rising Stars Challenge. Getting revenge after back-to-back losses. Team USA defeated the world team 161-144.
Yeah.
Any standouts in this game? Kyle Kuzma won MVP.
Kyle Kuzma won MVP.
They weren't playing. They took that serious.
Team USA wanted that one.
Sure. They got $25,000 for winning that too. So.
And they made it. And got Kuzma. He let it be known.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts. The bag is out here.
Excuse me. Yeah, they really were
And
playing.
they asked what he was gonna do with it. He said, "Gonna buy some diamonds."
Get some diamonds as dancing.
Yeah. Kuzma said, "I'd rather be talked bad about in LA than playing in Orlando."
Ooh, facts.
That's what he said.
Shout out cool.
Hey, that's how you feel.
But
fool.
just think about it, man. Just think about it. You're a rookie, and you go to LA.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, you got to be traded to.
Milwaukee.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
rough,
Milwaukee's
man.
a contender, but I know what you mean. But,
That's rough.
Yeah, for sure. Playing in LA, for sure. He played in Utah. He's from Flint. He's a Flint kid. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, shout out to Trae Young. Trae Young had a good game.
Trae Young had a good game,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Luka had 13 and 9. Like 4 people on the USA team scored 20 points. Ben Simmons looked good out there.
Yeah.
Aaron Fox had 16 dimes.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
I think Trae Young is starting to find that he's coming alive.
He been had that. Chill with all that, Jeff. Chill with all that.
Stay low key firing, baby.
Stay low.
I ain't saying
Yeah,
nothing. Stay low key firing. That's all we doing.
Let's move right along to the NBA All-Star Weekend predictions. The Skills Challenge winner last year, Spencer Dinwiddie. Who do you guys have winning the Skills Challenge this year?
Let's go Trae.
Trae Young, for sure. What about you?
Trae Young.
I mean, you got Trae Young too? Cameraman, you got dog in the fight? Nope. All right. I got De'Aaron Fox winning this.
Okay.
That's
Sure.
a good one.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox will win that one.
I think
He's got to make the shot. That's
this
what
is
I'm
going
worried
to be one of the ones, like, the atmosphere is going to be up.
Right.
Because the world's going to be there to watch Luka.
Yeah.
And the other players going to take that personal,
Yeah.
as you should as a competitor.
They did in the
And
USA.
they did in the US. I didn't want to be the one to say it first.
Yeah, sure.
But they did.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I liked it. The atmosphere's going to be up.
Luka was smiling the whole time. You can say he was happy to be
Yeah,
there.
of course.
Luka was happy
Yeah,
to be
but
there. He's a for real fan.
Yeah.
Luka walking bucket though.
No,
He's a solid.
He's a
solid,
walking
very solid
bucket.
player. Very solid.
Boy, they look right there. They gonna get on the IG page.
What I do?
No, I'm
He's
glad
a
Cameron
very
get.
solid player.
I can't say great player because he's
Just go back on the YouTube at this point and look
I
at
feel
that.
like
That's why
saying
he look
good
at you.
player. Good player was a slight to him. I said he's a good player. Like that's a slight.
What'd you say?
Very solid.
Very solid.
Like,
Good players better than very solid.
okay, well he's a
You
good
know,
player.
you see a girl, she's very solid.
Nah, he makes it look
Look,
easy. He makes it look easy as
You
a
know what
rookie
I'm
to
saying?
score like
Yeah,
that.
I got you. 3-point contest.
What you say? What you talking
He
about?
makes it look the easy to score like that as a rookie. Makes it look real easy.
Yeah, for sure.
I got a nice skill set.
There we go.
Damn it, yeah. I think I like the skill set.
3-point contest, man. Winners from last year's Devin Booker. Who you guys got winning this year?
I got Seth Curry.
Seth Curry.
Seth Curry.
Seth Curry. I like that.
That's a.
like
I
that.
hope Seth do win.
He can shoot, man. His brother probably look
Somebody
like
can go to state.
Yeah. Steph is the favorite
Yeah.
to win. And the favorite to win the skills challenge is De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all know that.
Okay.
Who you got winning?
I have D Book repeat.
Okay.
I would like
Yeah.
that. It's only Steph though. But I would like one of the two people
Hometown
we got.
kid,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back in Charlotte.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Seth win that.
Seth
like
needs
it.
something.
Seth needs it.
It's something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he had a baby.
I mean, well, that's amazing. Personal.
He got
I'm
Got
talking
a
about
baby by Cali Rivers. Doc Rivers, dog. Nobody talks about that.
Come on, Seth.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I see you, Seth.
Yeah, for sure. Let's move right along to the slam dunk contest. Last year's winner was Donovan Mitchell. John Collins is the 7-4 favorite. Who you guys got winning slam dunk?
I'm up in the air with this one. I don't know.
That 360.
That was nuts.
I got college.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm going my guy. Hamidou Diallo
Okay.
is in it. Yeah, got my guy winning that. I'm telling you. Hami, watch what Hami do.
I'm not mad.
I'm excited about this. Let's go, young Hami.
Hami got hops like that?
Yeah, he got hops.
Does he? Yeah.
But 360 the game.
Watch what Hami do.
All right.
Just watch what Hami do.
I'm gonna watch what Hami do.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna watch what Hami do for sure. That's what I'm gonna do.
And the granddaddy of them all, the All-Star game, Team LeBron, Team Giannis. Last year's winner was Team LeBron.
Of course.
The overall favorite right now is Team LeBron. Who you guys have winning?
LeBron shows why he's the best GM in basketball.
Pick the hell of a team.
Pick the hell of a team.
Pick the squad.
It did. Like,
65,000 to the winner.
yeah. I got it.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna speak for me and Sean Wash behalf.
Yeah.
We're gonna go for Team LeBron.
You want Team LeBron?
Okay.
Okay. Shout out to Sean Watt.
I got a feeling Team Giannis is going to take this series from the jump, though.
Sure.
Because Russ is going to get in there like mid first quarter, second quarter. It's going to be like a real basketball game at that point.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I got Team Giannis winning as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. MVP Steph Curry for me, back home.
MVP Russ Westbrook.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Anthony Davis won. He was in New Orleans, so they pay attention to the home team.
Kimba should get it. If they're going to try to get Kimba to get it.
Kimba's not going to get it. He ain't going to get no shots, though.
That's
Steph going to get those shots. Steph MVP, for sure.
Russ going for 40 again.
Yeah, you damn right. You never seen
Yeah,
that.
when does he not go for 40?
He go for 40 again.
What die, what you say? Or die trying? What you say? Get 40 or die trying?
Get 40 or
That's
die.
hard.
Nah, ain't Steph back.
Got triple double in that.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Steph back can't. He do what he do. He might slip up there. Step back king. Like, they don't like the step back king. He turning everybody out the step back king. Like,
Let's move to your favorite sport. Let's go to the NFL. John Elway, guys, he continues to search for a replacement for Peyton Manning. This week, the Denver Broncos sent a 4th-round pick to the Baltimore Ravens for veteran Super Bowl winning quarterback Joe Flacco, Weezy's guy. Also in trade news, Steelers great Antonio Brown has requested to be traded from Pittsburgh, saying it's been fun on social media and also ripping current QB Ben Roethlisberger for having a, as he says, owner's mindset.
Mm-hmm.
He cannot go back to Pittsburgh. They got to trade him.
Well, they got traded.
What he's doing is he's doing whatever he can to stir it up, so they got to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying whatever he got to say.
Yeah.
He's picking fights with Big Ben. He's stirring it up.
He said the stuff you hide in the locker room.
Right.
This is the stuff the people have felt.
And I believe
right
his
now.
age. I believe his age is telling him that you want to get traded. We got to make something up.
Now, here's what I didn't pay as much attention to as I started to this week. And this may be a narrative created by other people, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. I keep forgetting he's that long in it, too.
He's 31, right?
31.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, as great as he's been these last 6 seasons, it's like, still.
It's about over with.
Well, being on
Party's
too,
almost
man,
over.
with these new athletes, the way they run
They take care of their bodies.
Yeah.
That's got to go up a little bit more. 31 is not 31 3 years ago.
But that's got to factor in what you're willing to give up for a 31-year-old wide receiver.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
25, 26. What do you want?
Yeah.
First round pick? Yeah, I get that. 31. How about third? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's true. Go ahead.
Let's talk to Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
3 kinds of bad in the world. Bad ideas, truly terrible ideas, and John Elway's terrible quarterback ideas.
Okay.
Very short-sighted, expensive,
Okay.
misguided.
Okay.
Trevor Siemian, Paxton Lynch, Brock Osweiler. Come on now.
Case Keenum.
Case Keenum.
Case Keenum still on.
He's still,
on
and
the
even if
books.
they cut him, he's $10 million in cap space.
Yeah.
Each idea gets bigger and more disastrous as he makes a decision. I think they probably need to figure out a way to get him the hell off the books to make decisions.
This was a good and bad decisions. The good decision is saved the Ravens. They ain't got to go through the whole training camp with the controversy.
Flacco still got $60 million left in his contract.
That's what I'm saying. But the bad decision is
They're not good.
the Broncos. They're trying to do that Peyton Manning thing again. The Broncos is not what they used to be. The defense is not that good anymore.
It's not locked down as it was, but if they have a competent quarterback that keep the defense off the field just a little bit, not 3 and out, because I won a lot of games this year strictly off of their defense.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
You got to put a player around Joe though. Joe, they ain't got no players in Denver.
They don't have any wide receivers.
They got
the young boy though.
Patrick Lindsay is a running back. He's good.
Yeah,
He's spot
They
back.
got 2 running backs.
Yeah.
Cam Sutton is
Yeah,
not Cam Sutton.
No, the
Cam,
boy from Rick, the
from
rookie.
SMU. Yeah,
No,
Cam Sutton. What's his name? The wide receiver.
Oh, Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got a
Cortland
receiver.
Sutton, yeah.
That's why they got rid of Delirious Thompson.
For sure.
They for him.
Yeah.
So they got weapons. He just got to have a
And
competent.
Emmanuel Sanders.
And Emmanuel
That's it.
Sanders is still there.
He's getting old.
I mean,
They need a playmaker.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. Yeah.
I was gonna shoot Giant with some bill with this.
True.
This is 1 year project, maybe 2, because you're drafting a quarterback at 10. They got 10 pick.
What you gonna do with Case Keenum?
Case Keenum gotta go.
With that $10 million, you gonna let that $10 million?
Yeah,
just
you
gonna stay
gotta
on the
cut your
cap
loss.
space?
But at one point, he's got to quit saying, "I gotta win now," and say, "I gotta get my guy."
Yeah, you gotta get your
You gotta
guy.
get your guy.
His guy was Paxton Lynch though.
Case Keenum was blessed last year. He was blessed.
He had a good year.
He was blessed with the Vikings.
Yeah, he was blessed with
He
the Vikings.
had a good defense.
And he got a good contract.
He did.
He made it.
Yeah,
He made it.
he cashed out.
He made it.
all those quarterbacks from their Vikings team.
Yeah.
that year
Everything
before
else
cashed out.
is a bonus for him. He made it.
And moving on to AB, the Cardinals are heavy favorites. The same favorites that said that Kawhi Leonard was going to go to Toronto. So, yeah. The Cardinals first, plus 450 odds. The other teams listed is the Browns, 49ers, and Dolphins all at 550.
I don't want to see him go to the Browns.
Packers and Colts plus 700. Raiders at plus 900. And the odds of him staying is plus 500 with the steal.
You can't trade him to the Browns. You got to see him twice a year.
He'll mess that mojo up between
That's too many personalities.
between
Aaron Rodgers?
no, I'm talking
Browns.
the Browns.
Baker,
Oh,
Juice.
Jarvis Landry.
Juice.
Yeah.
You don't want to mix that. But the Packers is dangerous.
Packers dangerous. Woof.
Because he can be this much open.
Mm-hmm.
And Rodgers gonna find him.
And he's gonna be that open for the next 5 years. That much.
Yeah,
open.
and Rodgers gonna find
Yeah,
him.
for sure. That's crazy.
I don't want to see him go there for real.
The Cardinals make sense though. You think about it.
They ain't got no quarterback unless they get Kyler Murray.
Oh, they got a quarterback. His name is Josh Rosen.
Alright.
They got a good defense too.
That's what I was
They got a
saying.
defense.
They got a
Pat
defense,
Pete's
and
Pat Pete's
hopefully,
gone. He gone.
it's a serviceable enough.
Let me
And
tell y'all something.
You still got Fitz, you still got the other kid, Brown, and you still got David Johnson as your running back.
You got my kid from Texas A&M.
The quarterback.
Christian Kirk.
Chris Kirk. Yeah.
What do you
think about Bruce Arians coming out and saying that y'all boys his guy, no debate. James Winston. He said James Winston his guy.
Ain't no question.
No debate.
James Winston.
I'm just telling you.
I'm gonna tell
We've been here
y'all.
for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We've definitely been here for a while.
Yeah.
But I'll tell y'all, Odell Beckham getting traded before the draft or in the draft.
Well, if he go, that's still my boy. I don't care. He can come here. I'll go pick him up from the airport. No charge. No charge. I'll go get him for real. He can come here.
Can we keep it in the NFL?
Yep.
Now, the Browns' decision to sign Kareem Hunt this week might be a PR risk, but the team definitely didn't risk anything financially with this signing. The Browns get Hunt, sign a 1-year deal. That includes $0 in guaranteed money. The contract also includes a roster bonus for every game during the regular season that he's active, which means if Hunt gets suspended, he won't be seeing much money in 2019. The contract is worth $1.1 million. However, it's not going to be easy for Hunt to collect all of that money. The biggest part of his base is his salary at $645 in 2019, and he'll get $25,000 for every game that he's on the active roster. And Hunt can collect another $55,000 until he meets the criteria of an off-season workout bonus. This is a good sign for the Browns.
I think so.
Go ahead.
I think it's a good sign for him. Kareem Hunt, he needs a second chance. That video was below when they brought it up. So throw him a little kite. Fly him a kite. And they're going to suspend him for probably about 8 games anyways.
Now, he set out, 6? 7?
They even made a ruling on it.
But he was in purgatory when he was doing it.
So that's still going to count, though.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Dead time.
No.
I think he'll get, at the most, 4 games.
4 to 6. I think 4 to 6.
I think he'll get 4 games.
Yeah.
8 games is a lot. I wouldn't sign him and think he's going to get 8.
But you got to think about it. If you sign him for 8, you already got Nick Chubb.
Yep.
You bring him in as a change of pace guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Yeah, but see, they're not losing nothing.
you got
Browns ain't losing nothing.
Yeah.
And John Dorsey drafted him when he was at Kansas City in 2017. So the upside for the Browns is if he has a breakout season, he is a restricted free agent and they can match any offer. And dude, he's 23 years old.
That's what I'm saying. Just picture having that in your back pocket after 8 games. Like, if it is 8 games, then all right, cool. We cool. We 4-4 or 5-3. Now we ready to rock.
The only thing, man, with running backs that third year is that that's the breakout year for running backs. I mean, he already had his breakout year, his first year.
Yeah,
But he's going to pay for it again this year.
Yeah, that third year, this is his money year, and he ain't going to make no money.
Well, if he does anything that resembles what he just played in Kansas City after this year, somebody give him a bag. Like, seriously, somebody will give him, like, some team will need something like that, will give him a bag. Like, no questions asked.
We'll see.
Let's talk about Weezy's boy. You called it, Weezy. Kyler Murray announced, the Oklahoma quarterback announced on Monday, he will fully commit to an NFL career, and at least for now, put his baseball career on hold. Smart move.
Great move.
Great move, says Weezy.
I think it's one of those things, man, where I think it would have been cool to see a person for young African American kids to see play baseball.
Yeah.
Other than Mookie Betts, who I think is the second best player in baseball, but just to see somebody that you follow from high school to college, all the way to the MLB rankings. What I didn't know that Kyler Murray weighs 205 pounds. Did y'all know that?
I found out this week.
He weighs 205.
Yeah.
So that's like, I mean, that's a big difference. To like, I thought he was like 175.
I thought it was 180.
Yeah.
205.
But to what you're saying though, Jay, like, I know they can't follow him in baseball. They can do the same thing in football.
But if there's a million people to follow.
I know, but he's not the typical type. He's little.
Yeah, he's 5'10".
Yeah, so that gives him something to cheer for. You can make it being small.
No, I'm literally saying there's only one person for kids to be a role model in baseball. It's Mookie Betts.
Okay.
Andrew McCutchen is older.
Mm-hmm. I'm a boy.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what's happening.
Yeah,
I know what player you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about an African American kid that comes from the United States that's somebody that you can follow their whole career.
Yeah.
When we get a Dominican player or a Puerto Rican player that comes there, we just know them when they get there. We followed Kyler Murray since he was in high school.
Yeah, right.
Elite 11. He lost, 4 games in high school?
Right.
Like, we know a lot about this kid. And I just wish he would have played baseball so young African American kids have something to look at.
And he still might.
It's just hard for people to say, hey, I want to play baseball instead of, going out and seeing a cool quarterback, somebody playing basketball, like Zion Williamson. Like, baseball isn't just cool to play. And then he's going to be playing for a bad team, probably behind a terrible offensive line.
Where's he going to go? Yeah.
It's going to be a crazy dose of reality for him. I think he'll go. Did you see that Jacoby Brissett got traded today?
I have not seen that.
To the Dolphins. So that's where I thought he was going.
That hurt. Because Jacoby can start in the NFL.
Yeah. Jacoby Brissett they're about to get rid of the tight end that played quarterback, which is Ryan Tannehill. They're trying to tell Coach Lock boy, Ryan Tannehill, he's a fucking terrible football player.
Oh, Coach Lock quarterback is rough.
Woo! Woo! Terrible. But so I thought he was going to Miami.
I didn't say that, Coach.
So now, I mean, hell, there's a bunch of places he can go. I thought Miami was a place.
Now, does he hit the lottery and play behind Flacco in Denver? And get to sit and learn the game.
What about the Raiders?
That's what I'm scared of. That's where he probably gonna go. But that's what I'm afraid of.
I think the Raiders throw him out there.
Yeah, they're gonna throw him out there.
The Raiders throw him out there. If they draft, they gonna get rid of Carr.
Yeah, get rid of Carr.
Yeah. And Carr being Jackson.
And that is John Gruden's guy. So he wants his guy. So
I hope he falls to 16.
Y'all not taking
it. Yeah. Listen.
Listen. We got a draft show.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. We'll talk about it. Before we get started with halftime, let's talk about the NBA. The NBA released their annual list of the league's highest paid players by their respective salaries and money that they make off the court through their endorsement deal. Number 1 is LeBron James. $88 million, 35 on the floor, 53 in endorsements. Number 2, Steph Curry, $79 million, 37 on the floor, 42 million in endorsements. Good step, yeah, for sure. Number 3, Kevin Durant, $65 million, 30 on the floor, 35 in endorsements. Number 4, Russell Westbrook, 35 on the floor, 18 in endorsements. And number 5, James Harden, 30 on the floor, 17 in endorsements. Rounding out the top 10 is Chris Paul, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard, Blake Griffin, and Paul George. Which is the most surprising? I'm going to tell you right now, Damian Lillard being in the top 10 is very surprising to me.
It's probably more on the court for Dame.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, shit.
And West Coast different, though. He in Portland.
In Portland, I mean, what is he selling?
Coffee? You got the Dame for us.
I got the Dame for babes, I do. But that doesn't have anything to do with, I Come on, I don't have the name for it.
Okay, you got
You know
the
what I'm
special
saying?
edition.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But they were doing something to have a special edition.
For sure. I mean, yeah, for sure. They should have put him in with some D-Rose. It would have been the same thing. Here's the thing. With an endorsement for Dame Lillard, I just don't see what is he endorsing? Like, how is he top 10? What's surprising to me to be as great as the MVP James Harden was in 2018, him being number 5 is very telling that how he's not a marketable person.
He's still kicking it.
Yeah, he's not a marketable person.
Kawhi
Kawhi Leonard, not in the top 10.
Well, you know why.
Exactly.
He ain't
I'm just saying some of your best players.
He don't know how to laugh.
Yeah.
He know how to laugh.
I'm just saying.
Have we talked about the tools? This year?
Yeah, do you like those?
No, I'm just asking if we didn't talk about it.
Nah.
Those are not good.
That's not. It looks like a running shoe, like a training shoe.
But critically, they are acclaimed though. Did you notice that? Like
a
lot of the blog types love those shoes.
Sure.
I don't understand.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
tough.
the cool thing that you see now, the game's richest players don't have to be in a big market.
Yeah.
You know, so you see people, Steph, hell, Dame Lillard's top 10 in Portland.
Russ, OKC.
OKC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul George,
got two
OKC.
players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, for sure.
I mean, what they're saying, the NBA is all about the name on the back of the jersey now.
Yeah, star power.
Star power.
Yeah.
And here's the cool thing. In total, the players made an estimate of $540 million this year from outside projects, which is more than $180 million more than 5 years ago.
The league's in a great place.
Good placement.
Left hand layup.
Yeah, no, for sure. League's in a good place. Definitely got to work on that left-hand layup.
Please.
Kyler Murray might want to hoop.
Young kids. Please work on that left hand.
I get to my spot though right now.
You're just not a good basketball.
Yeah, I get to my spot. You can start getting to my spot.
DP, that's what I'm trying to say. DP beat you, bro.
He beat me.
Shout out to DP.
Yeah.
I know he
He
listens.
got lucky. But what happened in the next game?
You fucked this shit up. My bad.
Put it in the mix.
You didn't put him in the mix. He retired, though. I know he listens.
Okay, man. Let's move on, right? Yeah.
Let's get started with halftime.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're starting talking about the Alliance American Football League. You know what? I'm really feeling this league. It's given the opportunity for some young men who didn't make it in the NFL to continue to hone their skills and possibly get back into the NFL. Also, it's just good for development, not only players, but also coaches, also referees. Also, I could see it being development for GMs and owners and people who handle the financial portions of particular leagues. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from it, and I think it's just going to benefit a lot of people. All right, moving on to NBA basketball. I just need you guys over and underscore or point amount for the All-Star game. Are we looking at 320, below 320 total points? What do you guys think? All right. If you didn't know, National Side Chick Valentine's Day is February 15th, of course, which is the day after Valentine's Day. And on that day, 23 years ago, Bill Belichick was fired from the Browns as head coach. Obviously, he's one of the top coaches in the NFL right now, but he was once fired. If you're doing anything in life, you might fail at first. You might not succeed. It might not be immediate benefits. So, Bill Belichick was once fired 23 years ago. All right, I'm going to leave you guys with some words of wisdom. And this is as a result of Valentine's Day. If you didn't get a text or call from your supposed person you're with on Valentine's Day, I regret to inform you, you're a side piece. Know your role. I mean, if he just contacted you February 15th, that's tough. That's tough on you. So I'm going to leave you with this. Stop believing lies and denying the truth. Hey, I am Coach Brown, Roo, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. First thing you talked about, the AAF.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that very shortly.
Yeah.
He had some good ideas, though. I didn't think about the referees, the development of GMs,
Yep.
the development of what am I talking? Owners.
Yeah.
Just development periods. We're going to talk about that a little bit more specific, for sure. But NBA basketball,
Okay.
All-Star game, over and under 320 weeks.
Over.
Over 320.
Yeah, they doing 130. 130 almost.
At halftime, they had 90.
Yeah.
They're gonna shoot the lights out.
Yeah, for sure. I got them way over.
Trade all will be raining.
Over under 400?
Under 400. 380. 380.
380.
380.
380. There we go. Bill Belichick being fired from the Browns means there's always a second chance.
Yep.
Always a second chance to do a great thing.
Yeah.
So, just keep pushing.
Whenever you feel down, just think about Bill Belichick was once fired by the Browns.
For sure.
And Jermaine Dupri once had
Mm.
Jermaine Dupri.
James
Once had
Jackson.
James Jackson. Bobby Brown did too, though.
What's this, Janet Jackson? Bobby Brown had Janet Jackson makes more sense.
It makes more sense. Jermaine Dupri
Jermaine Dupri.
was engaged and he cheated on.
We all can win, man.
We all can win. Stop believing lies with Coach Brown. I ain't getting off into that. Words of wisdom. Live them, breathe them, believe them. Ready to get started. Second half. Let's go.
The second half is underway.
Second half. FSP. The AAF show, man. Episode 258. I am J-Ho.
It's about Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What it do?
Weezy, the Alliance of American Football, made its debut Saturday. And the TV ratings indicated a preliminary success, too. Episode 258 breaks down the positives and negatives of the new football league for the summer.
I enjoyed it.
Spring.
Yeah.
Spring
League.
Spring league, for sure. What is the AF? Well, fuck it. What is the AAF?
Oh, it ain't that.
American Alliance Football.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Charlie Ebersol.
Shut up, so.
Yeah, Bill Polian. Yeah. Spent decades working as an NFL executive. Polian. It's an 8-team league that exists to complement both the NFL during the offseason and showcase local developing talent.
Yeah.
They have Jared Allen,
Yeah.
Hines Ward,
Yeah.
Troy Polamalu, as a mission to provide high-quality football fueled by a dynamic alliance between players, fans, and the game. I guess that's their mission statement.
Yeah, about to say, if that's not it, you should write it for him.
For sure.
That was all right right there.
They
just sold me on
Yeah, for sure.
it.
There'll be a total of 40 games in the regular season, 4 per week.
Mhm.
They'll be split between Saturdays and Sundays. So good news to you that miss football. You have football
Yeah,
for the
football.
spring. The league will give each player 3-year, non-guaranteed contracts worth $250,000 each. Salaries will be in line with the competitor, the XFL, which is said will be it will pay players an average of $75,000 per season.
Good gracious.
Let's go through the teams.
All right.
Inaugural 8 franchises. The Arizona Hot Shots. They could have, come on, they could have.
names are whack.
It's terrible.
Couple of names are kind of cool.
Atlanta Legends.
It's kind of cool.
That's pretty solid.
That's
That's pretty solid. The Birmingham Iron. Could have left them. The Memphis Express.
That's kind of cool.
Sorry. The Orlando Apollos.
That's tough.
That's whack.
The Salt Lake Stallions.
Mm-mm.
The San Antonio Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
And the San Diego Fleet.
You know what that sound like? It sounds like one of those games that you buy when they didn't have licensing to make an NFL game. They just put teams out there.
Sound like it.
It seems rushed. Those names seem rushed. The jerseys look cool. I would
Jerseys
purchase.
look cool. Started to get on the jersey.
Yeah, for sure.
Started to get on the jersey.
Yeah, I would purchase a jersey or two.
I would take a gift of a jersey.
Yeah, for sure. You wouldn't purchase it.
I mean, I didn't purchase the Big 3 Iverson jerseys. What does that tell you? Yeah.
Big 3 got a big splash.
Yeah,
Give it
yeah.
rings.
Yeah. Talk about that one day.
Yeah, one day for sure. One day, maybe one day. Now, the AAF used a quarterback draft to allow each of the 8 teams as an opportunity to either protect allocated quarterbacks or pick from another region. So let's go through the notable players and coaches. And you'll notice a handful of local connections.
Okay.
The Arizona Hot Shots, the coach is Rick Neuheisel.
Okay.
Quarterback, the player, Trevor Knight.
Okay.
That's what the league is. This is what
Talk to me.
I don't like about the league.
Okay.
Okay.
You got to get quarterbacks. I know it's hard to find quarterbacks, but you got to get some quarterbacks that you don't mind watching.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch Trevor Knight.
Yeah, for sure. I get that.
But see, the thing about it is, you run the. Let's say I'm a quarterback like Blaine Gabbert.
Okay.
I could probably go down here and kill.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, right? But do I want to risk losing that backup spot in the NFL and get out of that rotation of the backup quarterbacks they call when somebody get hurt? That's the thing you run the risk of coming down here.
Yep. So with the Atlanta Legends, the coach is Kevin Coyle, the offensive coordinator is Mike Vick, and their main player is Aaron Murray, quarterback from Georgia. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, he's not even starting.
And Aaron Murray's not starting.
No, he's not starting.
He
got beat. He got beat out in
training.
Well, winter training.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Winter camp.
Yeah.
The next team is the Birmingham Iron, of course. The coach is Tim Lewis. Quarterback, Blake Sims. Running back, Trent Richardson.
Yeah.
Trent.
But it's in Birmingham, though.
It's in Birmingham.
It's in Birmingham.
Yeah. The Memphis Express is coached by Mike Singletary. Quarterback is Christian Hackenberg.
Okay.
Zach Mettenberg is also on there.
Stop 1 second.
Okay.
Christian Hackenberg. look at my man right here. That was his guy. You hear me, cameraman?
Hackenberg's my guy.
Yeah.
He's in the AFL.
We can't do this though, y'all.
Yeah, we can.
We got
that. Big Coach Lock gonna do it. Coach Lock. His guy's in the AA.
Zach Stacy's the running back for the Memphis Express.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
I know.
That's a shot. Yeah. The Orlando Apollos. The coach is Steve Spurrier. Quarterback is Gary Gilbert. Stephen Morris, who's the quarterback in Miami. And Frankie Hammond and Will Hill, both Florida Gators.
Makes sense.
Makes sense, right?
Makes sense.
The Salt Lake Stallions. Coach is Dennis Erickson. Quarterback is B.J. Daniels. And Matt Asiata. Remember Matt Asiata was the Vikings?
Yeah.
Y'all remember B.J. Daniels?
I remember B.J. Daniels played
I
in
thought B.J. Daniels could play in the league.
No, you didn't know that. You didn't believe that.
I think so.
Matt Asiata had a good run. Yeah, for sure. The San Antonio Commanders. The coach is Mike Ridley. And the running back is David Cobb, Dale Richardson.
And David Cobb still getting paid to play football.
Yeah.
That's all right, man.
And last but not least, the San Diego Fleet has a coach, Mike Martz. And the quarterback is Josh Johnson. Remember Josh Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Played in the NFL this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He played in the Titans.
Yeah, for sure. And the running back, your man, Bishop Sankey.
Oh,
That was my guy.
That was your guy. That was your guy.
The Titans.
That was never my guy, dude.
They held on to Bishop Sankey.
And he played with Titans. We weren't even doing the show back then. That wasn't even my guy, dude.
Sankey, dude.
You lied.
Bishop Sankey.
You wasn't even doing the
You
show
was a
back
Bishop
then.
Sankey guy. I don't know why. I'm thinking.
Apologies.
Yeah.
No, I was not.
So let's move on. What is the difference between the XFL opener in 2001 and the AAFs in 2019, Joe?
The circus.
Yeah.
The circus was not in time for this AAF opener.
That's true.
You can tell the AFF made sure that this season opener went perfect.
Yeah.
The best way they could.
The best way they could.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
In 2001, the XFL debuted with 9.7 million viewers, and a week later, the rating split in half, with only a slight increase in Week 8 for the championship game. And you have to look at it, too. The WWE and the NBC channel decided to cancel the league after that point. So there was no profit necessarily done by the NBC station because they had to cut their ties.
The XFL was pretty much dead in the water by week 4.
Yeah.
They were just coming on XUP and all that stuff.
But let's not crown the AFL too soon because they made sure this opener went great.
Yeah.
And that was the only game that was on primetime television was the opener. Now we got to surf through the channels to find these games. Yeah. NFL Network. We got to surf through the channels.
And
to
if
find
you really
games.
break down those ratings, they peaked before the game even started.
Yeah, that's true.
That was just crazy. That when people were talking about all week, they outperformed the NBA game. I said, well, the actual NBA game went up as the night went on.
Yep.
And that football game peaked before they even kicked off. Well, they don't kick off.
And,
But, you know what I'm saying?
and I watched that first game. And Steve Spurrier, you can tell they told Steve Spurrier, run the score up.
Yeah.
Every play was a big play.
Yeah.
They were throwing about 40 yards on the field every play.
And the XFL marketed themselves as not your dad's NFL.
Yeah,
not your dad's football. So
it was extreme.
it was more of a It was one of those things where they were trying to buck the system, for lack of a better word, for sure. Is an NFL partnership inevitable?
Most definitely.
Think so?
By the time this finishes in maybe year 2, maybe 3, they're gonna have. It's gonna be announced that this is more so like a junior NFL league or whatever.
Yeah.
What Coach Brown was talking about.
We need a developmental league for the NFL. We need that. It's not enough room for 2 developmental leagues for sure. One of these leagues are gonna have to go.
Yeah.
Quick.
Go quick. Yeah. So I don't know which one's gonna go, but we need a developmental league like the G League for NBA, the minor leagues for baseball. We need a developmental league for NBA.
Yeah.
I mean for the for football.
And I knew something was different when the NFL approved that, and also a commercial during Super Bowl Sunday. They approved a commercial. They wouldn't do that for the XFL. Hell no.
Did y'all watch? I watched the game, and it was a challenge. Did y'all see that? And you could see it was a lady up there.
Yeah.
She changed her mind.
She changed her, but you can watch the whole. You was watching her watch it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? We're gonna approve it. No, we're not gonna overturn it. And she slowed the camera down the angles. She said, "Oh no, we dropped the football."
And I think that's one of those things that the NFL will probably transition over to, because it's cool to see the transparency of that. Yeah. But I think with practice squad rosters providing a chance for 320 players, 10 per team, to get time on the NFL roster, development time for those guys will be good for the NFL, and that would be the reason why the AAF, which they would have to change that. That's bad. But it could provide an arena for players and coaches, just like Coach Brown was saying, where you can get your time now to develop. Or in some of those situations where somebody just doesn't, like, just imagine if Johnny Football had this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That would have been perfect.
Vince Young.
Damn, Vince Young.
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, I'll tell you, we needed this league 5 years ago.
We needed it 5 years ago. They had what's it? NFL Europe. Yeah, for sure.
Watch that.
And he got out of there. NFL got the hell out of there.
The field was this big. That's Canada. The field was this big.
Yeah, NFL Europe was tough to watch. So let's talk about the good and the bad of the league.
Okay.
Start with some good. I think having personalities like Steve Spurrier is an important salesman for the league.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Having former NFL players have executive roles in this league.
Yeah.
It's true. It creates other people to be invested in what's going on. So that helps.
This my
builds the familiarity part.
This is my question. This is, I don't know if it's good or bad, this league, but one of these leagues are going to come at a freshman or a sophomore quarterback in college and throw them a bag. So them come on out of college and play. What y'all think? Just say you boy from Clemson right now. Sunshine.
Right.
Ooh.
And they say, you know what? We'll give you $100,000. Come play with us this year.
They're going to get a kid like that. For sure.
Yeah, they can get a kid like that.
They can get a kid like that.
I don't know if it's going to hurt college football. I don't think it's going to hurt college football because it's too many quarterbacks.
I don't think.
But it's coming.
Soon, though, there's going to be, just like in NCAA basketball, there'll be $100,000 a year thing that they'll do for kids. Because that's going to stop. Because the G League is just going to start getting players. I'm telling you, that's going to happen. Definitely in basketball.
So are you saying they at least got to do their freshman year in college?
Yeah, at least to show what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say this.
I'm just because that makes sense though.
Yeah.
But let's go back. Maybe, I don't know how far this, maybe 8-9 years back. Marcus Vick.
Mm-hmm.
If his league was around, they say, you know what? He got in trouble in school. Whatever.
Kick them out.
He said, come on, man. We'll throw you $100,000 playing one year in this league, so what you can do, and then go to the draft.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah.
See, I don't know financially can the league sustain itself doing that though, because you only get an investment for 1 year. You had to go get the kid fresh out of high school. And that's crazy.
You know, that's risky. Somebody get a kid.
You're going to get a fresh out of high school kid, just get it for 2 years.
What about Leonard Fournette last year? A couple years.
Yeah, he don't that though. He get hurt out the bench.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And it's a kid that, it's just players that failed drug tests. It's a kid right now that can't go to the combine because of a failed drug test and stuff like that. So, in turn, I think this would be a good option. Yes, it's a good option for sure. What's bad about the league?
Oh, the names of the teams.
The names of the teams. I think a little bit of the way that they are marketing the league.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's marketed as professional football. It's marketed as developmental football.
For sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Now, will that keep it around a little bit longer? Possibly. Yeah, because the XFL is going to come out and be, we're a professional football, we're the anti-this, and this is like, well, we're just going to sputter along and just be, developmental for the NFL, which is going to help, but that's the only thing bad about it.
And also, I don't like the places where the leagues are. There's no, where the hell is a football team in Salt Lake City?
Well, see,
They don't have a football team.
The only reason I agree with that is because you gotta be the only game in town.
For sure.
Because you could suffer through football fatigue if you got a team in Atlanta,
Right.
and Atlanta just had the Super Bowl.
Right.
I'm not saying Atlanta played the Super Bowl, but Atlanta just had the Super Bowl. Then there's a whole other league starting. I ain't going to that.
Yeah, no, I get that. I see what you're saying.
And Hawks season on. Not saying the Hawks is just busty TV, but you know.
But there's some places in Texas where football is big. There's some places in California where football is big that don't own a football. There's not professional football played in that city. I would go there compared to a place like Salt Lake.
That's San Antonio.
Yeah, they do got San Antonio.
So
Texas is just so big, period.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got San Antonio, and the only other thing is the Spurs.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not like it's Houston where it's the Rockets and the Astros and the
Right.
Texans. You know what I mean? So it's like, I can see this.
Yeah.
And it kind of hurts where the XFL was going to go. 'Cause this was their model last time.
Mhm,
They had
mhm.
these the same, not the same teams, but the same markets they went to, but they opened up the last time.
I think it'd be alright. Be good. I mean, but the bad thing is the play on the field.
Okay.
The play on the field. Because I watched some of those games. The quarterback was getting killed.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that for sure. We're definitely going to talk about that. Why do people love football so much?
Because every kid can play football.
Yeah.
You know, you the fast kid, go run the ball, son.
Yeah.
You the chubby kid, I ain't gonna line down, keep him off the fast kid.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or if you can't play, go long snap.
Yeah, we got something
You
for
know
you
what
out
I'm
here.
saying?
We got a spot,
It's
we got a
place
spot
where
for
you-
you. Every kid in the neighborhood got a spot in the football field.
And this provides just a test to see how bad people wanted to maintain the football fix that they have in their lives. From February to April is how this league is going to run.
Okay.
So, it'll run into NBA, NHL, NCAA basketball tournament in the opening weeks of baseball. So,
Yeah, it'll die right off. The spring training comes up, and then
right.
NFL will take back over.
I think it's just a very familiar version of football that we know and love.
Right.
And if they remove, kickoffs, field goals, and overtime, split up the game with fewer commercials, that's the AAF.
Yeah.
And that is something that we want. I just think, like what you were saying, Weezy, we'll talk about the actual pace of the game in a few here. That's the thing that we got to worry about, the quality of the game. Like you said, the quarterback that we have, the starting quarterback is not Aaron Murray, but it is Aaron Rodgers' little brother. We don't need to see Jordan Rodgers playing football. He's not out there. I'm just giving an example.
For sure.
Yeah, we just need high-quality football. And it's another way for Jeff is saying, how in the hell do you not be a backup quarterback in the NFL and take this job for $75,000? You can't.
You just can't
You
do
literally
that.
And they got it. Like they're more focused on. I think they're more focused on the quarterbacks and the skill players. But you got to get the big guys out there too to protect these quarterbacks.
There's two kids from TSU that plays for the Memphis team.
Yeah, you got to get big guys out there
Yeah.
to protect the quarterback. Like that's how teams are built. The big guys.
Yeah, not for sure.
But they're not sold like that.
No, hell not.
Sold
Football's not
by-
sold.
sold by skill position.
Sold by skill,
Yeah.
for sure. So how big of a play is fantasy football and gambling having something to do with this league?
If it's sports, you're gonna gamble.
Oh, gambling season. There's an app on the AFL app where you can actually call a play.
Mm-hmm.
You can call a play.
Yep.
So they know that, I read something this week, I didn't want to talk about it, but that a certain percentage, a large percentage of NFL owners would want Adam Silver, and so forth, thinking as their
I
commissioner.
seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
That's why in the NBA.
Yeah.
just leave him alone.
No, for sure.
Yeah, because we don't want
But that's good for him because his check gonna go up.
Of course. But what I'm saying is this league can push the NFL to be more forward thinking.
Yeah,
Because the NFL, let's be honest, they're a little reactionary when it comes to the new way of doing things
100%.
and embracing gambling, embracing fantasy and things like that. I mean, I've already got fantasy reports on my fantasy apps about this league. It's like, I don't want to play fantasy football with these guys. I don't. I mean, I might know them, but it's like I'm not signing Trent Richardson right now. I'm not doing that.
The league has placed tracking chips on each player to track everything from where they are on the field to how fast they are running.
Yeah.
That is a big deal.
That's a game changer.
That is a game changer. The only thing I worry about between now and the playoffs, every game will air, like Weezy was saying, CBS Sports Network, TNT, NFL Network, streaming on Bleachers Report, BR Live. It's going to be hard to watch the game for the normal consumer of football. Right. Like my mom watches the Titans, right? Yeah. She's like, well, I can't watch this because I don't know where the hell it is.
Sunday, the Titans game is either 12 or 3.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a game on today. I don't know what channel comes on.
CBS Sports.
Yeah, but I don't know what channel that is.
I feel you.
Right.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. That's what hurt the XFL.
Mm-hmm.
It was so dependent on the big rating from NBC.
Right.
When people really not, because at the end of the day, this isn't Aaron Rodgers out there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
But I'm telling you, I'm going to go backtrack. The NFL needs this league. They need a developmental league. They need this league because they need this league. You know how NFL training camp, another team comes scrimmages, like the Titans.
Yeah.
Like the Tampa Bay was
This team needs to go scrimmage the Titans.
Yeah.
Kill something. So it won't be injuries on both teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
This needs to be the preseason for the NFL.
So this is like they could be their scout teams. and
Exactly.
practice squads and all that.
Exactly.
But going back to gambling, sports betting,
Yeah.
with teams being with Supreme Court decision to strike down federal laws for gambling,
Mhm.
this would be the first place for NFL to say, "Hey, why don't you try to do this as far as legalization?" Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be good.
It's just about what you mentioned with the chips on the players.
Yeah.
Like that's something for people who play fantasy and like live and die by fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, they're gonna be so invested in that. Like, he ran what?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
probably
yeah,
did
that's
that.
nuts.
It was funny to watch, and the coin toss, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I'll take it on the line." Like that's old school football. Like, take it on the line. Like, there's no kickoffs.
Yeah,
I'm trying to buy y'all line,
yeah.
and you gotta go for two.
Gotta go for two.
You gotta go for two.
Yeah. So, how is the quality of the game, and is it sustainable for the duration of this league?
Are you saying the rating, or are you saying
No, the quality of the
quality
game.
of
So,
game?
I think this is the biggest issue that faces quality of play because
Right.
at the end of the day, you got a 31-year-old Trent Richardson. He looked old. He looked old, and he is old.
He's beat
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
The announcers
yeah.
asked him up. Oh, he getting stronger. Yeah, of course he getting stronger because he's playing against people out there like me.
Yeah, no, sure. And you have to think too. You have to find ways to get some of these players, Johnny Manziel's.
Let's be completely honest, right? There's only 10, 12 good quarterbacks in the NFL,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we don't have, if you're going to focus on that position, you don't have that many great ones to go around.
That's
to
true.
do that.
Hell, the NFL teams have trouble.
Right. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to take some risks. You're going to have to, invest in a defensive guy. Make him the star of the league.
Yeah.
Find your next J.J. Watt. Because you're not saying you can make a J.J. Watt, but you can put a guy in the right scheme, in the right place, in the right team, and become a defensive force. And you can build your league around that guy.
Like these prospects that they have, that the German kid that ran the 4-4 to play
Right.
for the Vikings, you send him down here
Right.
and make him into the player that you want, and maybe it's a situation where he gets signed on a 10-day,
Yeah.
where you do a hard knocks with his teams and kind of seeing how that's how you make this league sustainable.
Or the kid that play rugby, he play for y'all.
Yeah, Jared, caused him 2 charges, sexual assault charges.
And like the quality, the quality of this game is like it goes both ways. Because what's that? I think the Memphis team, they had 6 players already hurt. You know why?
Yeah.
Because them boys out there trying to go real hard.
Hard, yeah.
And they getting hurt.
Yeah.
Because they trying to show everything they got. Them boys trying to go hard. And that takes the quality of the game.
And they rushed the training camp. And these kids really haven't really been, like, you can't simulate football.
No.
You can't simulate football. You cannot
That's why
simulate
Dez
football.
goes out there and tears his Achilles.
First practice.
Because
And the
you
first
cannot, Jeff, I'm telling you, you look the same way that Luka says, you know what, I'm not going to be young. Like, this shit is way easier.
Yeah.
Because these guys, like what Weezy was saying, going back to that, dude, these guys are playing for their lives. Like, NBA cats, they signed a $100 million contract. They ain't really, they ain't really.
I wish they could.
no, for sure.
NBA League 25 games.
No, man, ain't no question. But you have ex-NFL players involved. Offensive line and quarterback is going to be problematic in this league. They have to build there. And then the skill positions will be, you can find some skill position players from college.
Yeah.
Easy. Where you go and, get you some kids that didn't get drafted.
Yeah.
And then you pay them $75,000 to play 2 or 3 months?
Yeah.
I think you make AFL and XFL play a Super Bowl, whatever you call it.
And just play
Whoever wins, the other one got to go. There it is. Whoever wins, the other one got to go.
It'll merge. If they last more than 1 or 2 years, both of them will merge.
It'll merge.
Do you think the XFL emerge?
3 leagues ain't going to be
But the NFL needs to tell them whoever wins this game right here, y'all development league. And there it is.
Because come on, man. Nobody's watching 3 leagues.
Nah, nobody's watching 3 leagues. Yeah. Are you guys going to check it out this weekend?
Yeah. A game.
I'm gonna watch some of these games.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
A commercial break, then go back to Saturday night.
Yeah.
NBA Saturday night.
Most definitely.
Saturday night pop.
AAF, man.
Yeah.
It's the show, man.
Look at us.
Expand.
Yeah.
Sure, expand, man. We keep them too long. No arguments this week.
Yeah.
Good. Sure.
No soundtrack playing in the background.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Got a little rough.
He was hurt.
He was upset.
Yeah,
He was upset.
Can't shoot.
He can't shoot.
Episode 250 ain't the books. I ain't gonna cameraman tell me to chill out, so we'll chill out. Tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. And more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
About that Full Sport Press podcast. Weezy.
Everything paid for, baby.
Yeah.
Camera's always on, brother.
The Revolution will be podcast. The cameraman, we are out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.